Oh man, I think so much stuff happening here. We're gonna do the 30 diamond thing, go to Edgewater Tower with Miss Parsons. Hopefully this records. Oh my goodness. That's everything I wish for and more. You break away from Miss Parsons' embrace and flash her a coy smile. Lead the way. Anything and everything for my wife. Miss Parsons grips your hand with purpose and leads you down the pitch-black hallway, but she pauses at the door leading up to the spire. Aren't we going to... Miss Parsons halts the rest of your words by feverishly pressing her lips to yours. She playfully shoves you against the door as you melt into her embrace. Remembering where you are and where you're meant to go, you break away from Miss Parsons' lips. Annabelle. Eager, I take it? Could you not wait until we reach the top of the spire? Miss Parsons kisses your cheek, your forehead, your ear, then nibbles at your neck. Not at all. Not after today. Oh, and I wonder, whatever would that be? Today you are more radiant than ever before. Miss Parsons smirks at you, then wraps her fingers around yours and leads you up the stairs to the Edgewater Tower. You notice candles beckoning you up the stairs. The tower walls glimmer and dance in the flickering candlelight. You pause at the top of the stairs to take in your surroundings. Oh my. I can't believe how beautiful this place is. You admire the candles meticulously lined up by the window, the view of the night sky and the plush seating. This must have taken hours to arrange. I simply wanted everything to be as marvelous and beautiful as you. You smiled at Miss Parsons, then flit over to the windows and look up at the stars. Annabelle, I swear I've never seen the night sky this clearly before. I feel as though I can see every single star that's ever existed. All the way up there, all the way up here, it is as though we are alone in the clouds. Perhaps this is how it feels to be a princess locked away in a tower. If it is, I cannot imagine why anyone would willingly leave. And banish any knights that would seek to save me, for I have all I could hope for right here. You sit on the bench and Miss Parsons takes her seat behind you, wrapping her arms around your waist and resting her chin on your shoulder. There is Altair, Regulus. I can see Deneb. Yet there are countless more I cannot name. I imagine two princesses locked in a tower would have ample time to name each and every one they saw and the constellations they comprise. She points over your shoulder to a bright cluster of stars. Beginning with that one. You consider your fable of the two princesses, considering the constellations carefully. It must be called... Why is that so stupid? Miss Parsons? Miss Parsons, I think it's lovely. Miss Parsons would be theirs and only theirs alone. No one could take it from them, and it would unite them across the time and space. She pulls you onto her lap, the smile warm and tender as she gazes down at you. I can look at 100 and I can look at 100, 1,000, 1,000,000 stars, and they would all look dim next to you. She kisses your neck, and you turn into her, your lips seeking hers, the light from the moon and stars. She pulls back and whispers in your ear. Surely the princesses would have found all manner of activities to occupy their time. For instance, she stands pushing you to your feet and draws you across the room. There's another side. Her hands turn you to face the window, and she presses her body against your back, one hand caressing your neck as the other caresses your thigh. Oh! You look exceptionally beautiful. So beautiful that I could hardly keep my hands off of you all day. You need not worry about that anymore. She strokes the gems of your necklace, the moonlight glistening off in the facets, then traces the line of the tiara atop your head. You look at once effortlessly regal. Her fingers flutter over the delicate lace trim of your veil, then glide across the satin and beadwork of your dress, and flawlessly bridal. I had to tell you that your visage is utter perfection, before revealing the utter perfection beneath. She begins to explore the neckline of your dress, her delicate touch raising goose flesh on your skin. This fabric feels so constraining. I wish to free you from it. In that case, make no delay. From her position behind you, Miss Parsons begins to remove your clothing piece by piece. As lovely as this tiara truly is, it must be off. Carefully, it's an heirloom. She plucks it up from your head and takes care to lay it safely aside, then smooths the strands of your hair around your face. She unclips your veil, then tosses it aside and brushes loose locks of hair off your shoulders. I wish for nothing to stand between me and your beautiful face. Her hands deftly unfasten your jeweled necklace, and she brushes her lips across the newly bared skin as she lays them aside. A piece of art such as yourself requires no embellishment. Flatterer. Only because you are so very easy to flatter. She loosens your dress button by button, then pushes the silken white fabric down over your shoulders and allows it to flutter into a gauzy pile on the floor. She flutters kisses over your naked shoulder blades, her fingers deftly pulling at the laces of your corset. Your breath catches every time her skin brushes yours. This isn't my way. That won't do at all. She has it off in a short order and turns you around to face her. She smiles adoringly as she regards your bare form. You are unearthly, ethereal, even lit only by the moon and the flickering candles. She trails her fingertips over your skin, her gaze following the path she draws. You are breathtaking, and now completely mine. I am completely yours, and you entirely mine. Which is why I think it fitting that you should be entirely bare as well. I am here only for your pleasure. Do with me as you wish. What do I take off first? Oh my god. Her dress. Oh gosh. You kiss her tenderly and begin to work the fastenings of her dress. The silvery sheen of the fabric glistens as it ripples beneath your touch. This better be recording, my god. Soon the dress falls to the floor, and she steps out of it as you pluck the crystal flowers from her hair. Your fingers drift down to unlace her corset. Her breasts heave against their constraints, and you cannot stop yourself from kissing their supple crests. Oh, Erica. You tear the corset from her body, finally freeing her from its confines. Come here now. She grabs hold of your waist and tugs you down onto her lap. You relish the warmth of her skin and soft touch of her lips on yours. You lock your legs around her waist as her kisses travel to your neck, then your chest, then back to your lips with renewed fervor. Your lips are surely some magic designed to ensnare me. Her graceful hands roam your body, conforming to the contour of your breasts and massaging you, sending pleasant tingles coursing through you. He captures your gaze, and you see a darkly burning passion in her eyes. Her voice is husky when she speaks. I want tonight to be perfect for you, for both of you. Tell me, what would you like me to do? Annabelle, I want you to hold nothing back. Nothing. You will know the very depths of my hunger for you. She captures your mouth in a fiery kiss, her breath hot against your skin. You gently bite her lip, and she lets out a low, desperate groan. She grips your thighs, her fingernails leaving white half-moons on your skin as she loses herself to her fervent desire. Suddenly, she shifts beneath you, her arms supporting you as she leans over the edge of the bench. You are too lost in the feel of her lips to care and why until she pulls back up, her eyes alight with mischief. What are you playing at? She doesn't respond but dips into your kiss and to kiss you once more. And you feel the unexpected pleasure of satin covering your eyes as the world disappears. What? Annabelle! I hope you don't mind. I thought it'd be a fun little game. If you cannot see me, then you will be more in tune with the feel of me. What do you say? I say I would love to focus on the feel of you. Oh my god. You lie back on the bench, your skin tingling in the anticipation of her every touch, her every kiss. She strokes your thigh with one hand, then kisses her breast. You feel her body moving lower and lower until... Oh. Oh. Oh, man. You melt into the bench as her warm mouth parts you, her tongue swirling against your skin. Your other senses begin to fade, and soon you can see nothing, hear nothing, except Miss Parsons' fervid, insatiable touch. Your entire body is alive with tingles that ebb and ripple through you, and the heat begins to blossom within your stomach. You grip Miss Parsons' hair and tug her back to you. Her lips crash into yours, and your hands roam over the expanse of her back, following the peaks of her spine up to the nape of her neck. Don't stop touching me. I can't do the voice. I can't do it. I can't go full in. Never. Her hand moves between your thighs, and you gasp, allowing yours to trail down and do the same. Her breasts rise and fall, her breath coming hot and fast as she coaxes you ever closer to the edge. Surrendered, Miss Parsons. You relax completely into the cushion. Oh my god, I forgot. Oh my god, oopsies. Each caress brings it closer and closer to eruption until finally... Oh, Annabelle. Some time later, you lie tangled up with Miss Parsons beneath the thick fur blanket, gazing out at the night sky. Your breathing comes heavy still. Your heart's pound. She kisses the top of your head, letting out a satisfied sigh. I could get very used to nights like these. I would go so far as to say that you should. Tell me, how do you feel after that has happened today? I feel like everything is as perfect as it has always been with you. I feel no different than before because I was already as happy as anyone could hope to be. Today has not changed that. I am the same Erica I was yesterday, and you are the same Annabelle. I will always be your Annabelle, so long as you promise to ever remain Erica. Your terms are agreeable. You realize how heavy your eyelids have grown as you nuzzle in the crook of Miss Parsons' neck. I wonder, what happens to the princesses locked away in the tower now? Once all the stars and all the constellations have been named, once they entwined their bodies and souls, they think back on Miss Parsons, the first they ever named. They think on how far they have come, and how much further they shall go together. They remember that no matter any evil witches who would keep them captive would be rescuers on horseback, they will always have each other. What then? They tame the dragon and ride off into the sunset to seek another day and another adventure. You smile as your eyes flutter shut, and you fall fast asleep. Damn, son.